So I wanted to make a little video about how I feel about tabs and why I don't think that they're the best way to learn guitar. And I have, I don't know, I'm very convicted on this issue because I taught myself to play guitar. You know, I never had a teacher or anything, and the way that I did it was by watching YouTube videos, you know, back in, what was it, like 2007. And my whole thing and how I started and, you know, basically my process was to watch the people that I really liked, you know, like Stevie Ray Vaughan. And then I would take, you know, different software and I would slow down their videos and just try and analyze how they move their hands, you know, maybe, you know, how they hold the guitar, you know, oh that looks comfortable, or oh, he's holding his picking hand like that, or he's using an upstroke here, you know, little things like that. And those are the types of things that I think just get lost when you have tablature in front of you. I mean, obviously you can have the ups and the downstrokes, you know, the precise fingerings and all this thing, you know, but you know, when it all boils down to it, music is an oral tradition, you know, it's or you know, it's passed down, you know, from generation to generation. And the thing is, I think a more natural way to learn music is to literally see someone play it, you know, and especially as a guitar player, you know, if you're on a gig situation, you need to be able to look at the person that you're playing with, like another guitar player, and he starts playing some chords. You need to be able to see those shapes, you need to be able to see where he's going with it, and, or him or her, you know. And if you don't put in the work to actually watch the people play or watch the players play and do your own analysis on it and your own kind of judgment on, oh, okay, so that's why he's using that type of fingering, and oh, maybe that's more comfortable and blah blah blah. You know, if you're not doing that sort of analysis yourself and having somebody do all the work for you, well then you cheated yourself out. It's kind of like, you know, back in school when they would give you the study guide, and it would just be like questions, and then you'd have to fill it out, and you're like, fuck, I gotta fill out this study guide. But the process of filling out that study guide is what helped you learn the material. And it's the same thing with guitar. It's like, if I were to get a study guide already written out by a friend of mine, well then, and then just try and memorize it, it's like, I'm not gonna learn anything. I'm just gonna be regurgitating shit. But it's the process of it, and like analyzing the player, you know, doing your own little like, you know, CSI investigation type shit. You know, going into the nitty gritty and slowing down videos and checking them out and seeing how different players do different things and where they're using certain pick strokes and you know, how to make your hand look comfortable. You know, Gonzalo Barguero talks about how he used a mirror on his right hand to get his, you know, gypsy technique, or like authentic, you know. And I did the same thing after I heard him talk about that, and that helped me with getting the right, you know, right way to hold it. So it's things like that that I think are more beneficial to players than just looking at a tab. Now, I think tabs are a great place to start, you know, when learning a song. You know, for example, when I first started out, I wanted to learn Blackbird by the Beatles, you know, and I had no fucking clue where to start. So I looked up a tab and I just started going for it. But what really helped me to learn the song was just like playing it, you know, just playing it and listening to the song and trying to get the feel correct, you know, and I think doing that hard work yourself pays off tenfold rather than having someone else do the hard work for you and you just copy it. You know, I'm only making this video because I had a comment on one of my pages about a person who was complaining that, you know, my tab was alien and that it was hard to understand, which I can understand. You know, I believe in shapes. I believe you need to visualize the guitar. I think that's more helpful than tabbing something out. I think you need to be able to literally see what someone else is playing, and over a period of time you'll start to notice these patterns, these shapes. And if you do that hard work yourself, then in a gigging situation or anything like that, you'll be able to pick it up a lot, you know, easily. So that's why I don't think I'm ever gonna do tabs for my videos. I just don't believe in it. I believe in shapes on the guitar because that's what it's all about. It's about these shapes, So this is a long little freaking rant about me being lazy and not wanting to do tabs and blah 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 blah. But I do think that this is the most effective way to learn, to watch somebody. Watch them play. See where their hands are on the fretboard. We need to be able to recognize these things in an instant. Like the shapes, like, oh, what is that? And over a period of time, now I can watch videos and I can see players and I'll be like, oh, he's using that chord there, he's using that chord there, only because I've seen it so many times, and it helps me to dissect videos and licks even quicker because I've done that hard work myself. It takes time, yes, it's true, it does take a lot of time, but like I said before, it just pays off tenfold to do it yourself. So if you're having trouble following one of my videos, like I said in one of my videos, get the looper for YouTube, because YouTube has a slowdown function. You can slow down the video by 50%. So get the looper for YouTube Chrome extension, pick a part of my video or any video really. I suggest going to people who actually play live shows. Like, don't go to a lesson video. Like, don't go to my video. Go to like a video of Gonzalo, Robin Ford, or Derek Trucks, or any of these guys playing live, because that's where the real magic happens. That's where the real magic. That's what you want. You want to capture that, because if you're learning stuff off a tab, you're gonna end up sounding like a tab. But if you're learning stuff from a live show, you're gonna end up sounding like the emotion from a live show. So loop those parts and slow them down and try and break down what they're doing, and I swear to God, that'll make your playing just elevate, just skyrocket. So, that's my rant about tabs. I don't like them. I don't like making them. I don't think they're effective. I think it slows down the whole process. I've always been a lot better at learning things just by watching and or listening, even, like, more than anything. But slowing it down, I think is the most important thing, because when things go by so fast, it's really hard to pick up the individual notes. So getting the looper, slowing it down on YouTube, blah, 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 that's all you got to do. And believe me, it'll pay off. So there's my full rant. And look at that, I'm like at 8 minutes now. So that's my rant about tabs. I won't do tabs, but I will show shape diagrams because I think that's more important, to visualize the shapes on the guitar. So there's my little monologue on that. I hope you enjoyed it. Just had to inform everybody about why I'm not doing the whole tab thing. But thank you guys for subscribing, and hopefully this made sense, and maybe I imparted a little bit of knowledge when it comes down to like my process of breaking down licks, because if you do it too with the looper and slowing down on YouTube, it'll pay off, promise. Alright guys, take it easy.